Enjoying tonight's telecast. I know 12,240 fans here in the new Memorial Center record are enjoying this basketball game as East Tennessee leads by 4, and we are ready to go with the second half.
Randy, that crowd includes everything, right? That includes football.
Right.
That's everything.
I believe it is.
That's unbelievable.
You don't get to play NC State every night. That's the thing.
Well, and we were talking before, this is not just a basketball game. This isn't an event.
Same starting 5 for East Tennessee, same 5 for NC State. Bench scoring in the first half. East Tennessee had 16 points off their bench. North Carolina State only 3, but 13, Ron, of those 16 points came from Rodney English.
Oh, hey, listen, he had a very good first half, but look at the graphic right here. There's what you're talking about, Randy. And Alvin West, who really is pretty good off the bench, hardly scored.
NC State loses the basketball out of bounds. They got the possession to start the half and could not capitalize on it. Bryant Feggins dropped it out of bounds. Bucs up the floor. Talford, and a blocking foul against Feggins on the other end. Talford picks up the foul.
It's a pretty good drive to the baseline. I thought the defensive man, all he had to do is take one more step, and there's no way that's a block. If he steps there, Calvin Talford is really history because he has no place to go but right into the defensive man.
Marty Story will inbound. Jennings faking, shooting. Yes.
Mr. Jennings, the recipient of a double pick right in the middle of the lane. You talk about the score, but what you didn't see perhaps was a great pick by 2 of his Buccaneer teammates.
Mr. Jennings hits about, there's a shot from the corner by none other than Rodney Moreau has 10. Mr. Jennings hits 91% from the foul line, 63% from the floor, 82% from the three-point line.
I'm not his agent, Randy, but I'm telling you, he is the most underrated point guard in the country.
Talford rips from outside, almost a 3. It's a 2 for Talford, giving him 17. Corciani to Feggins, blocked by Darrell Jones, and NC State gets it back.
Darrell Jones, he said, hey, listen, talk about Gaffney, South Carolina. You know, the only thing they're famous for, but look at Darrell. He comes in from the rear, and he's going to block this shot. You know what? Gaffney, South Carolina, the only thing they're famous for is the big peach on 85.
Monroe, swish, a 3 for Rodney Monroe. And it's a 3-point Buccaneer lead. Monroe has all 5 NC State points this half. That gives him 13 for the ball game.
And I thought that they did a pretty good job. The Buccaneers did a good job defensively against Rodney Monroe. He had 8 points in the first half, but they were silent points.
Don't forget, coming up late in the ball game, we'll be telling you who the Shoney's East Tennessee player of the game is. Talford with a nice move to the bucket. He weaved around about 3 people and got the layup.
He drew a lot of company, but I'll tell you, he is having himself quite a game against his old coach. Shouldn't say old coach, maybe former coach, better way.
Les wouldn't appreciate it, neither would his wife Barbara. Go down low, shot by Thompson, no good, but the foul first on East Tennessee.
Well, we talk a lot. How can you not talk a lot about Les Robinson? But, you know, Randy, I really think that the man who followed him up, look at the pass inside. Good defense on the weak side, but Darrell Jones too close to his man. He doesn't have the angle. He can't challenge the pass. But Alan LaForce was the great choice of East Tennessee State to get this head coaching job. He really proved himself at College of Charleston down in South Carolina, NAI school, and really did a super job helping Les Robinson build this program in Johnson City.
Thompson misses the first free throw. 6'9", 250 pounds, a sophomore. Crowd gets on him a little bit down on the other end. He got that one.
Excuse me, Randy. The reason I make that point about Allen is because when he came in here, a lot of times people can take great talent and mess it up, but he kept the continuity going in the winning program.
Major Gear in trouble, gets it to Jennings. 17:36 to go. Marty Story with it now. Talford, jumper, off the glass. Everything he does is right tonight.
I don't have anybody can guard him. I'm not I'm a little surprised they're not going to that 3-2 zone.
Corciani answers for NC State, and it's a 4-point game again. Jennings drops it to Gear in the corner. 17:08 to go. This is Darrell Jones from outside.
Christmas, Merry Christmas, Darrell Jones. When he hits that thing out there, anything he does outside 15 foot is a gift.
Gugliotta muscles it up over Story and missed it. Story with a rebound. Bucs can take their biggest lead of the game if they connect here.
They're not going to guard Darrell out there, but if he can score like, look at here.
Got to have a timeout. Les Robinson sees his team down by 9. Major Gear with his 4th three-pointer of the ball game. Listen to this crowd. NC State has got to do something to take this 12,000-plus crowd out of the ball game. And what do? You give it to Rodney Monroe, and he will be fouled before the shot.
I really believe that North Carolina State on the opposite end, they need to come back to that 3-2 zone because I don't think they're quick enough to guard a Calvin Talford, and really the quickness factor and also the fatigue because North Carolina State does not have the people coming off the bench like the Buccaneers.
We had a good shot at Les Robinson a moment ago. You know, his first year at East Tennessee, they weren't even eligible for the tournament. They were on probation, an awful team.
As a matter of fact, Les helped us do the television job.
He did color with me on a couple of basketball games in the tournament. He said, Monroe hits the jumper for NC State. He said, you know, I should have done that. I should have gone into that business. I said, I get him about it now. I said, no, look where you are now.
Really?
I said, no, you did the right thing, Les. Mr. Jennings, bang, a three-pointer, Mr. Jennings. 10-point lead, East Tennessee State. Corciani goes down low to Monroe, who answers the jumper for NC State. It's an 8-point game, 15:28 to go. Artie Story on the baseline. Buccaneers are red hot. Off the hands of Darrell Jones, out of bounds from Keith Jennings. And we're going to take a timeout. Time on the floor, Bucs by 8, and we'll be back in just a moment.